Hey, welcome to my Pisces Priestess channel, everybody. Welcome to October. It is October. And for this month, I definitely wanted to. Holy crap, the wind is blowing strong out there. I'm looking out the window, but yeah. I wanted to do an intro video this month, guys, because it's a really intense month. October is this is just a very, very transformative time of year. And I thought it would be easiest just to kind of speak to everybody. So, hello, everybody, all the signs. How are you guys doing? So, yeah, I got some notes here about October. And also, we're going to do, I moved. I didn't mention that yet, but I have moved. Lots have been changing for me, very intense energies. So, I want to apologize for getting these videos out late. I'm not really sure when I'll get them uploaded because I don't have any Wi-Fi still. But I have a very peaceful environment and nice environment to record in. And that helps me, it helps my intuition and my spirituality a lot. So, yeah. There's a lot of intense energies in the beginning of October for me. We had that full moon a couple of days ago on the 5th, and I'm not really sure when these will get uploaded, but that's why the videos are so late, because I am very sensitive to stuff like that. It's just been, October it's almost like I woke up in a new life, just to be honest. But I still love tarot and I still love astrology, so this is what I want to do. I'm getting my office all set up. This is my little spiritual room. I have my zodiac wheel over here, but it's a mess. I guess I can show you guys, but I'm going to be doing some recording by that. So we definitely have all of the zodiac energy present with us right now, and I've got all my little things, so that just makes me more comfortable. And yeah, guys, so we're going to do it a little bit different this month. That's why I'm just going to record an intro video so that everybody can see. Because sometimes I say certain things for certain signs and then I forget to say it for other ones. So yeah, we're going to record an intro video. I've never done it like that. And we have a different kind of reading coming for October as well, guys. So first, let's just go over a little bit of, and I will mention this in certain videos, but October. Okay, October 2017. I've written down some of the major aspects I think that are happening. And we have that Aries full moon on October 5th. That was a very powerful moon. It was a couple days ago. I live in Michigan, so it was very cloudy here and I couldn't see the full moon. Some of my friends who were in other parts of Michigan, they saw it and the pictures were amazing. I had a Sagittarius hit me up and say that the moon was so big in the morning. Not even surprised, because Aries is our first zodiac sign. They're the first house of self. So I, as an astrologer and as someone who's spiritual, have been waiting for this Aries moon for so long. We only get an Aries full moon once every Libra season, so once every year. Very, very powerful. Anytime anything travels through Aries, Pisces is the sign right before Aries, kind of, because we're the 12th house, so we're last, and then Aries is first. So Aries and Pisces kind of chill together on the zodiac wheel, and we have a special bond as last and first. It's kind of a completion that happens. So when things pass through Pisces and they complete, and they pass through Aries, it's brand new, okay? And the moon travels around the zodiac wheel all the time, but it was full in Aries now. So full moons mean completions and new beginnings, and Aries means completions and new beginnings. So this moon was so powerful, and it definitely has set some energies in place of transformation. It's just amazing. So we did have that, of course, on the 5th for Aries. And we all have Aries in our chart somewhere. Oh, also on the 5th, we had Venus and Mars couple in the sky together, which is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I hadn't always known about that, but as an astrologer, a very, very novice astrologer right now, but every day I'm, following the planets and checking birth charts, things like that. And I'm learning more and more about these planets and what they mean to us, as humans on this earth. So Venus and Mars, masculine, they're the divine lovers, the cosmic soulmates, and they were coupled together. They only do that every 2 years, and every 32 years they repeat exactly. So 32 years ago, I think it was it was the same day. It was October 6th, 1985, I want to say. Venus and Mars were coupled together, and they were coupled together in Virgo. So very, very beautiful energy for October 5th. A lot of completions and new beginnings. On the 19th, we have a Libra new moon. Okay, so it's gonna be different for all of us, but new moons are when the moon is invisible in the sky. So this is, some hidden secrets coming out, and it depends on where Libra is in your own chart. but we do have that new moon. I hear that it's going to be, kind of bizarre a little bit, but it should be okay. Just something to look out for on the 19th. This is when the sun and the moon are in the sky together. That's why we can't see it, because the sun and the moon are in the same, they're going to both be in Libra. And then we have Jupiter moving into Scorpio on the 10th. Okay, I'm excited about this. Jupiter is my traditional ruler. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. So, as a Sag or a Pisces, and actually everyone, you really want to look out for this, because Jupiter moving signs is something that is it's like a hot topic in astrology right now. And that's happening on the 10th. It's going into Scorpio. Like, whoa, everyone, this is the planet of higher philosophy, higher thinking. It rules the ninth house. So your beliefs and things like that. So we want to be focusing on these things around the 10th. This is so awesome, guys, for Jupiter to be moving into Scorpio. And then on the 14th, we have Venus entering Libra, which is so cool because Venus rules Libra. Libra rules our relationships. It's the seventh house of partnerships and, not just romantic, but friendships and all of that. So Venus is going to come there, the goddess of love. And she's very, very at home with the scales of justice, Libra. So definitely something to look forward to on the 14th. And then we have Mercury moving into Scorpio on the 17th. I definitely want to take note of that. It all depends on where Scorpio is. On the zodiac wheel, we all can tell where the houses are, but we also have our own birth charts. I'm not sure if many of you who watch my videos also have your own birth charts. So for me, as an example, I have a midheaven Scorpio and my north node is Scorpio. So Mercury moving into that is, Scorpio is my sister sign. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, they're all water signs. So yeah, definitely really, important for all of us. You'd have to know your own birth chart, but these are the energies going on in the universe. Definitely some shifts going on, guys. And then, of course, the sun enters Scorpio on the 23rd. We're going to have Scorpio season, which I feel like is so awesome because, Halloween falls into Scorpio. I mean, it's in Scorpio season every year. And Scorpio's, mysterious and more so about the hidden emotions that we have and kind of the intimate secrets. And Halloween is mysterious like that too. So yeah, speaking of Halloween, on the 31st, we have Halloween. So those are the notes that I wrote down for October. I wanted to make sure everyone heard those, so I wanted to do this as an intro video. This whole video will be in the beginning of all the other videos, and I didn't want to make it over 10 minutes. So it looks like we have, some time to talk about the actual reading that we're going to do this month, okay? I'm going to be a little bit different, guys, and I'm going to be trying some new camera angles out, so let me know, now that I have this new apartment and everything like that. The lighting is different. There's just certain energies, I'm trying to feel it out. So this is my first, as November and December and all that and the new year, I'll probably gradually find my way and where I want to record at and stuff like that. But, I'm just going to mess around with it for October and see what's going on. But I am going to be using the Wisdom of the House of Night. This is my, kind of most mysterious deck. And I find that tarot readers are kind of diving into the kind of darker, mysterious reading. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use my Wisdom of the House of Night. And then, so we're going to do that for the main reading. And then we're going to pull some clarifiers with regular, this is the Page of Cups if you're curious. But yeah, we're going to just use my regular tarot. I miss my regular tarot. I actually, during the move, I was without them for about a week. And man, that was weird, guys. I'm really happy to have all my cards back and everything like that. So the reading, a lot of you may be familiar with Celtic cross reading. I have a reading that I kind of designed myself, and I promise you, it was when I first got my deck back in April. I kind of sat down and I just kind of designed my own reading, and little did I know this was actually a reading. Like, this is kind of something that makes me believe that I'm meant to read tarot, because I actually, it's very similar to the Celtic cross, but I just call it a cross-examination reading. So basically, I love these readings, you guys, because we have a core situation that Spirit is able to hone in on. So it's a 6-card reading. Oh, and I have my little angel shirt on, just in case you didn't know or see what that was, because it's Libra season, archangels and stuff. And I say that because I want to do this cross because I'm not religious at all, But, you know, crosses are often related to angel protection and things like that. So I wanted to do this cross examination. It very much looks like a cross. It's a 6 card placement reading. So, and I'm going to explain this more as I do your reading. But the middle card is the core is situation. And Spirit can choose any situation to talk to you about. I will know the reading when I see that card. I'll know that this is the core situation Spirit wanted to choose. Then, like anything in astrology, there's a south node and a north node. So I place a card right underneath the core situation because that is where you're coming from. That is the south node of what you're letting go of, okay? And then we have the north node where you're going to, where you should aim for, you know, where you're going. And then the two, this is what's different. The Celtic cross, I believe the two on the side have different meanings, but for me as a reader, I like to hold these placements for what Spirit has on your side because it's your foundation. You know, that's what I kind of figured out yesterday that it kind of means for me is these 2 cards that make up the cross. It would be the foundation and what Spirit has on your side, what's protecting you, your protected foundation. And I'll explain more of that in the individual readings. And then the 6th card is overall guidance. And then of course we have the underlying energy, which is the bottom of the deck for you guys. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit different this month. I've never done cross-examination readings, and I'm going to try to do a different kind of, I'm recording on a laptop, so it's going to be kind of interesting to get it at an angle where you guys can see the placements. I think it's very important for you guys to be able to see where the cards lie, but I'm going to explain them and try to show them to the camera as best as I can. But alright, I'm really ready to get your guys' reading started. I had this whole day to record and kind of be creative and tap into Spirit. My intuition is recharged. I feel good. So I'm very ready. I hope you guys are ready too. This is your October reading. So let's get started with it, guys, and we'll see what comes up. Hey Leo, welcome to your October reading. We're going to be using the Wisdom of the House of Night deck. Kind of for a more Halloween-y feel or whatever. I really like this deck. I like the back of it a lot. So yeah, it is October, guys. How you doing? This month I kind of wanted to do a cross-examination reading. It's very similar to the Celtic cross reading. It's a 6-card spread where Spirit can choose a core situation for you. And I'm trying a different camera angle so that you're able to see the cards. Alright? So I just did the Cancer reading, and now I'm going to do your guys' reading. How are Leos doing in October? See what kind of messages come up for you guys. So we're going to look for a core situation for you, Leo. Spirit, this is for Leo. Leo the Lion for the month of October. Specifically the Leos that watch my videos on the Pisces Priestess channel. What is the core situation for Leo? Okay, we had fulfillment pop up, but it flipped back over. That's interesting. Aries also had fulfillment come up for their core situation. Okay, well, we have forbidden. Alright, interesting. Forbidden. That's your core situation, Leo. So let's find a south node now. We're going to place this card right underneath, and it's more so where you're coming from, what you're letting go of. What is Leo's south node of this forbidden situation here? Fragments. Interesting, interesting. Okay, well, let's go with the north node now. Where's Leo headed towards? Where should they aim? They are the north node right now. So, where should they go? Spirit. Okay, we have letting go, which is very interesting because this is a more letting go, you know, but we trust Spirit, right? We're going to play these cards as they fall. That's how I do it. So let's find the next 2 cards, Leo, I placed right here. And these, to me, are symbolic for what Spirit is protecting you with, both of your sides. Spirit always protects both of your sides. It never leaves a side vulnerable. So we're just going to find 2 cards now, symbolic for what is on Leo's side. There's that fulfillment card. So either way, fulfillment was coming out for you guys. So we have fulfillment on your side. And what else is on Leo's side? for the month of October. Let's get a card for Leo to best complete this. Okay, we have individuality. Interesting. That card came up for Cancer. And then your overall guidance is the warrior. Very, very great. All right. Hope you can see all that, Leo. And then, all right, that's very interesting. When I first, this card was on the bottom of the deck before. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it says don't forget, and it's a reminder. There's an awful glare here, and I'm hoping when I record these videos that they're easier, like more easily seen. But we have a reminder at the bottom of your deck, Leo. So Spirit is definitely reminding you of something. So let's see what we have, Leo. In the middle of your reading, which is your core situation, Spirit can choose any situation, but we're in October, and forbidden is coming up for you guys in the middle. Okay, and in this card we have this kind of door, and it looks like a very weird, strange stone door. There are these gargoyles on each side. It looks like kind of like a haunted house door, doesn't it? Like for Halloween, kind of. That's why I wanted to use these decks, because they're just kind of darker. But Leo, my guides are telling me that there are certain doors that are forbidden in the month of October for you. And I'm feeling a little weird about that, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I kind of feel like you're meant to go to it. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you're feeling that too, but there's like, I don't really see Leo being forbidden to go anywhere as the North Node right now. Now, I feel like for some of you, this could be forbidden. You really want to watch and be careful about what doors you're opening and closing this month in October, because October is a very, very interesting month. We have fall, we have Libra season, we enter the second half of the zodiac wheel, when you're a part of the first half, Aries through Virgo. That's I'm still recording the first half. Virgo is like the ending of the first half. So there are certain areas in your life that are coming up as forbidden, you know, and what I think forbidden may mean in this case is just more so, let's see here. I just feel like you want to be careful. It's interesting. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but someone just opened a door in my apartment and they're knocking now. So to me, that's very spiritual. Like, I feel weird. I feel like that was meant to happen. You're going to be knocking on certain doors in October, Leo. And, you know, there are going to be certain things outside of these doors that kind of scare you. Even the word forbidden is kind of scary. And I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Some Leos are going to open this door. They're going to go into the forbidden. And as the North Node, I fucking would. Like, you guys are the North Node of destiny right now. And a lot of us are counting on you and relying on you energetically to help us with this darkness, you know, help us with this. So you may have to enter some forbidden areas in life, you know, and what I mean by that is you may find yourself in unfamiliar territory beyond these doors. So you may need to knock on a few doors this month, Leo. There may be doors that you closed for a long time, okay? So I'm feeling that some Leos are feeling forbidden in a certain area. They're feeling like they can't go certain places, maybe talk to certain people, or, you know, it's very interesting, this card. But I feel like for some of you, you know, you are Leos. You're going to go through that door anyways. And interesting what you find on the other side, right? I see these steps. This is very stone cold. Very locked up. It looks like this door is locked, but you know, you may hold the key to this forbidden situation. There's something with this, and we're gonna pull clarifiers here towards the end of the video. So let's just leave that for a minute, Leo, even though I'm like metaphorically knocking on this door right now with you. All right, so we have that forbidden situation in the middle there. Now, you know, this is the South Node, and it's fragments. Fragment came up for Taurus this month as well. And when I see this card, what it means to me is kind of being in between worlds, right? It's kind of being here, but not. It's kind of, it is October, and there's a lot of ghosts, and like kind of spirits right now. And this is where you're coming from, Leo. So you could have been coming from a place where you feel fragmented. And fragmented means kind of in pieces or kind of choppy, I want to say. It's an interesting card that I need to read up on a little bit more. But, you're feeling kind of, this is your past a little bit. This position here is kind of the past. And then this is kind of the future. So it's like forbidden fragment, whatever that may mean. Or it may be forbidden for you to kind of go ghost right now because, you are the North Node. And I'm not sure if all of you know what that means. So let's talk a little bit about that. The moon has nodes, and these nodes are south and north. They're always opposite zodiac signs. A year ago, I was the south node and Virgo was the north node. And these nodes move every 19 months counterclockwise through the zodiac wheel. So now the north node, and when these north node and south node shift, it kind of is a reflection of our destiny and our legacies, our karma. It's our karma in the universe. So right now the north node of karma is in your sign, and it's in the south node of karma is in Aquarius, your opposite sign. So I'm feeling that forbidden is coming up in the middle here, because as I know that when me and Virgo were, a part of the north and the south node, there were certain things that I felt forbidden to do. It's very restricting. Okay, doesn't that sound right? Forbidden can be very restricting. It's like, I know as a Leo, I can feel your guys' energy. Like, don't nobody tell me where to go. Like, no one tells me where I can and can't go or what I can and can't do. I feel that for you guys too. Like, what? Why is Leo forbidden? Very interesting card to come up for the month of October. But, spirit is how it is. And there's this door again as I'm holding up this forbidden. So it's like, I don't know if you guys just heard that, but it sounded very Halloween creaky doorish. I feel like there's going to be forbidden doors that open up for you guys this month. Whether you knock on those doors or you just kind of find your path leading to these doors. I'm not sure, but they're going to be opening up for you guys for sure. And I think that's because there is nowhere that Leo isn't allowed to go, especially as the North Node. So interesting, guys. I'm hearing some synchronicities with this. And now let's go back to this fragment. You could have been feeling, kind of like you're going ghost. This is your south node, so it kind of makes me a little sad. I feel you guys, but it doesn't have to be sad. It's more, I see this lady, she's kind of a ghostly figure in wilderness. She's in a forest. So you guys could be coming from a place of kind of spiritual ascension. That's what I see for you guys in this card. Spiritual ascension. That your spirits are just rising right now. And this is coming up in your south node where you're coming from, Leo. So in the past, the past could have been an hour ago, it could have been days ago. You could have been feeling kind of invisible or kind of like a ghost, whatever that may mean to you guys. You could have been feeling kind of behind the scenes, and this could be where this forbidden feeling is coming from. What do you guys feel forbidden to do? What do you guys feel that you'll get in trouble for doing? Because that's coming up in this reading here. And it's kind of like you're fragmented because of that. But let's move on and talk a little bit. This is all going to come together, guys. We're going to, I just trust my intuition throughout the reading. So you're coming from a place of, fragments, kind of like pieces. Like you're in pieces or something like that. Like a piece is you is here, and a different piece of you is here and here and here. And you kind of felt invisible because of that. Now, Spirit is showing me your North Node is letting go, which is a beautiful card to have in your North Node. This is what Spirit is kind of aiming you towards. You are the North Node right now. So Leo, in October, letting go is coming up. And, it is almost Scorpio season. And this is the 22nd card. So 22. Very, very interesting angelic number. It is Scorpio season, and Scorpio is, about transformation. It's all about, death and transformation. And I see these butterflies here. So very, very beautiful that you guys are, soon in October, sometime in the month of October, you're going to be really transforming certain things and letting go of certain transformations that have happened. You know, instead of feeling kind of in between worlds or like that you're all in pieces, all of these different pieces of you are just kind of beautiful, have beautiful wings and fly away. I see water in the back of this card as well. So this is a very Scorpio season kind of card. Could be letting go of some certain emotions. Could be letting go of certain emotional transformations. And what I mean by letting go is that you're not holding on to them. You see how this lady's hand is kind of open? You know, not holding tightly onto anything. She's letting go of what's beautiful. Because, you know, I'm going to say the cheesiest line to you guys right now, which everyone says, is if you let something go and it comes back, then you never lost it. Or sometimes when you love something, you have to let it go. So, you know, this could be anything, Leo. We're going to get some clarifiers to kind of clarify more of what you guys are letting go of. But there's a lot of letting go this month in October. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, emotional letting go. You know, it's not good to hold on to things too tightly. And butterflies, they don't want to be held on to. Like, they need to fly, and they've spent so much time in a cocoon kind of hanging and waiting that it's so liberating, is what Spirit is saying. It's so liberating to let these things go that you've been holding on to. For some Leos, it's letting things go that you've been holding on to. For other Leos, you guys are those butterflies, and someone was holding on too tightly to you, making you feel kind of invisible and in pieces, and you're finally being let free, where you can let your wings spread and kind of fly and transform in Scorpio season. You know, Scorpio is a fixed sign, and so are you. And, you know, in order to be stable and in order to be fixed, you know, you cannot have chains holding you. Like, that is not good for Leo. So let's move on here to what's on your side. Spirit is saying that fulfillment is on your side in the month of October, Leo, which is so beautiful, right? Aries had this card as well. So, you know, whatever fills your cup this month, Leo, this is wine, by the way. It looks so good. This is red wine. So that may be symbolic for some of you. Maybe some Leos like red wine. Maybe that's like kind of a symbol or something. So whatever you think about when you see this red wine, it's on your side. So, you know, you could be drinking. This is very literal, but, you know, Leos are kind of fun and social. So you guys could be drinking some red wine this month. And if so, Spirit is saying that, I know that kind of sounds kind of weird, like Spirit is saying you can drink wine or whatever, but, you know, Jesus, wine, red wine, stuff like that. Very spiritual. Actually, I'm just being a little silly with it. Some Leos may be drinking wine this month. That's all I'm saying. It's Halloween. Turn up. Whatever you want to do. And it's just on your side to do that. To me, red wine is more of a sophisticated drink. It's very tasty. And, but, you know, let's get back to the fulfillment thing. Why I'm trying to be like a lush. I don't drink that much. I haven't had wine in forever, but it looks mouth-watering. It's about feeling full, okay? This is like the Ace of Cups in tarot. So, you know, this cup it's pretty full, but, you know, what do you think, Leo? Is it half full or half empty? And your answer is it's gonna kind of show a lot about where you're at in life right now. But either way, this is on your side. Spirit is saying that this fulfillment, this cup of fulfillment is on your side. So make sure you're doing the things that make you feel full this month, Leo. And we have individuality, right, Leo? Fire signs are all about expressing who they are. And if you don't do that, you know, that cup could be, you know, empty. But, you know, this is coming up. Your individuality, who you are as a person, who you are uniquely, is very much on your side in this month of October. So make sure you're doing the things that make you feel full. And, you know, it's interesting that forbidden, you know, these three cards here are your foundation. It's the foundation, right, of this reading. So fulfillment, forbidden, individuality. Fulfillment, forbidden, individuality. So there's something here with forbidden fulfillments. For a very small portion of you Leos, you may be forbidden to drink wine. Forbidden, there may be some kind of addiction here, and that's for very small amount of Leos. Maybe one or two people listening, and they were just thinking that. Like, I'm not allowed to drink because I've been sober for so long or something like that. You may know a Leo or, you know a certain energy that is really trying not to drink. So if that's you, then you really want to protect your individuality of sobriety. If you're someone who's, you know, a part of your individuality is being sober right now, then that is coming up forbidden, with the fulfillment. Other Leos are feeling like certain things that fulfill them are forbidden. So, certain things that you want to fill your cup with, you feel like they're out of reach. You feel like they're behind this door that is locked and stone. And I mean, it just looks so weird, this door. I hope you can see it. It looks like no one has been in there for a long time. But I'm seeing and I'm hearing from my guides to say, Leo, if there's anybody who's going to enter that forbidden door, it's going to be you, the lion, the king and queens of the jungle. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to knock on these doors. These gargoyles, they're just to scare you, and it's maybe a test from spirit to see who is brave enough. And it could be a different test. Some energies, like, the universe could be testing some Leos on their loyalty. Like, this is forbidden, Leo. This is forbidden. I know Leos don't really like to be told what to do. They don't like to be told that they're forbidden. Forbidden is such, I feel like forbidden to even say that word, because it means you're not allowed. So not allowed. Forbidden means not allowed. And, you guys are the children of the zodiac wheel. So what would a kid do if you say you're not allowed to do that? Then I know as when I was a kid, I would do that because it's just how it is. But I think there's a deeper meaning here, Leo. Some of you should knock on this door. Some of you need to leave this door alone, okay? There's something with that too. For this fragmented, people who make you feel kind of not all the way here, people who make you feel invisible, or someone who's not honoring, who you are, then it is forbidden. The universe is saying, don't knock on that door again. People who are not allowing you to feel fulfilled in who you are, someone who's not making you feel this way. This is a very Leo energy, fulfilled individuality. This is how Leo is supposed to feel. They're always supposed to feel like their cup is full and like they can be who they are, right? But certain people in the past may not have made you feel that way. This is alone. I feel this is in a very alone feeling. It's very spiritual, but almost sad. As human beings, it's never good to feel like you're in fragments, because that means that you're all in pieces. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that way of reading the cards, you may want to be careful about some of the doors that you're reopening, because spirit in the universe has actually helped you out a lot to lock these doors and to keep them forbidden. And if you go reopen that door with someone, or a person, a place, or thing, like some Leos, it could be a job, or, this is really for you guys to follow your intuition about. I trust that you will know what this means for you individually, because there's a lot of Leos that watch my video, so it could mean a lot of different things. I'm also hearing that this door is metaphorical for you guys, that since you're the North Node, you're really focused on yourself right now. You're focused on your fulfillment, and you are actually on the other side of this door. That would be very interesting. That maybe some people are forbidden. Maybe the people who made you feel fragmented, they are forbidden to ever feel your love again. And that may be why letting go is coming up at the top of your reading. Lots to let go of, Leo. Especially these things that don't make you feel fulfilled. These things that don't make you feel like an individual. We're all individuals, but the question is, are we safe and comfortable and confident enough and strong enough to be who we are, regardless of what that is? So we want to be honest about the things that fill our cups, right? Whether it be music or love or work, money. Leos, you have to decide what fills your own cup. And you don't want to feel ashamed about that. That may be what's forbidden in your reading as well. There's a lot to do with forbidden here in the middle of your reading. I can't wait to pull clarifiers on this. So, you are coming from a place of fragment. But I see a lot of growth happening here as well, because of all the earth in this card, if you can see it. She's all in the trees. And it's kind of like at nighttime. But, you are coming from a place of letting go. And your wings will spread, Leo. This is in the future, Scorpio season kind of thing. And then your overall guidance is the warrior, which I love to see, Leo, because it's very strong. This reminds me of a Leo. Very strong. You know, this is the number 2. So this is talking about combining your strength, you know, for some of you. For some of you. But for most of you, I just see this, and this is for the women as well. This is a masculine energy. This could be a warrior that is sent to you spiritually, because this is your overall guidance position. So you have this warrior here, whether some of you Leos are this warrior, which I'm feeling about 60% of you are. There's other percents that are with this warrior as a lover. And there's other people who literally just have a spiritual warrior, like kind of like a spiritual guide, who's very strong, and that's going to protect you this month in October. And I feel that strongly for some of you. This is a very Leo vibe. I'm very happy that this card showed up. So we're going to look a little bit about your underlying energy, which is a reminder. Don't forget. There in the carved in the stone here is the words don't forget. And then right underneath that, Leo, we had beauty. And this was another card that I believe Aries got. They got beauty and fulfillment, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, you want to apply, and I really hope you can see this card because it's so beautiful. It's this very beautiful, like Beauty and the Beast kind of rose here. So under all these energies, Leo, there's beauty behind it. There's a beautiful feeling about this fragmented. Even those people who made you feel in pieces or who broke you apart, any sadnesses, it might not be a person. It could be just an energy that Leo was feeling in the past, but beauty is here, telling you that it was meant in a beautiful way. Who you are, you're a beautiful individual, right? Certain beautiful things are forbidden, and it's beautiful in a forbidden way, you know, like what I feel with that is that you don't want to change beauty too much, you know. There's something here about that, forbidden. And even the things that you're forbidden to do, it's to protect your beauty, right? You're not allowed. It's something with that, with this beautiful rose here. And this is also about growth, beautiful growth. So you're growing into a beautiful person, right? You're letting go in a beautiful way, Leo, in a beautiful, beautiful way. Your fulfillment, you're going to be beautifully fulfilled this month in October if you let go of these certain things. And we have the High Priestess of Spirit under that, and loyalty. So you want to be loyal to Spirit this month. Be loyal to that North Node of Destiny, because, you know, karma is definitely using Leo's energy right now, and you don't want to forget that. There is a reminder here of beauty, a reminder here of Spirit and loyalty. So don't forget how beautiful these energies are for you, and don't forget how beautiful you are as a person, even if it's the fragmented, even if you're beautiful in many different ways, or if you're beautiful in many different pieces, it's still beautiful, Leo. You guys are beautiful, gosh, very, very beautiful. So let's get some clarifiers here for you, Leo, so that we can understand a little bit more about what Spirit was trying to say, because, you know, I know how tarot can be. It can be a little confusing sometimes, even for me and my intuition, but I just kind of listen to my guides and listen to what I'm drawn to see. So this is for Leo, and I'm gonna, the King of Pentacles came out. Okay, so I wonder why that came out, guys. This is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy, and I was going to place this in the middle. So let's just leave that to the side a little bit, and I'm just going to be more clear with the cards, because, you know, that could have came out for any reason there, but I trust that it's forbidden. So let's get another card there for forbidden. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, which is this is fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but it's also working hard. Like, look how hard this man is working. He could have carried 3 of those at a time, but he's carrying 10 of them. So there is something with working a lot right now, Leo. Like, you're carrying a lot. This is a kind of a burden. So just be careful, because this is coming up in the forbidden. So it's almost like Spirit is saying, like, you're forbidden to kind of work this hard, Leo, and you don't want to be somebody's mule. Make sure that you're not carrying too much, right? Because you could get very exhausted, and we need you here out on the battlefield in energy. So, you are forbidden. It's not, I'm sorry to keep saying that word, but that's the word on the card. And it's kind of like spirit is being very strong right now for Leo, coming in, talking to you directly about your finances, about how grounded you are, and about how much you're working. Okay, so whatever that may mean to you guys, we'll come back to it. But, that is verifying the forbidden card. And it's talking a lot about finances, and it's talking a lot about working real hard. So if you've been working real hard and you feel guilty about that, Spirit is saying, slow down, Leo. You're working a lot, and you're working so much that you're missing out on opportunities. Okay, wow. We have fragment, and this is what came out, guys. We have judgment, and we have you, the Leo card. So I'm seeing that Leo is being called. Okay, this is a second chance kind of card, but it's a second chance of resurrection, right? This archangel is kind of playing this trumpet, playing this music, and these people here, they were in their graves, but they're being awakened right now. So this is talking about being judged, and not in a bad way, like judging in a human way, but how in a godly way, like being judged about your path. You're being called to do something right now, Leo. And I mean, this came out right with your Leo card, so I feel very, very powerful about this. This is also having the strength to do what God is calling you to do. And this is coming out with fragment, right? So you very much were feeling fragmented, Leo. And whatever that may mean to you. What does that mean to you when I say that? That you were feeling fragmented. And don't feel alone. Taurus got this card as well so far. And it's almost like Spirit was causing this kind of fragmented feeling. There's something with strength here. And I just love that this Judgment card, I mean, it's very deep. This is Libra season. And it may be that when Libra season came, there were certain archangels. Oh, I have low battery. Don't die on Leo, please. That was my leg that cracked, if you guys could hear that. And I'm not sure if the computer's charging. Sorry, guys. Could mean something there. Could be kind of a sign, but we're good. We're charging. We're ready. So, yes, I'm not sure what I was saying there. Libra season. Libra has a lot to do with archangels, and this is the archangel up here. Angels, you really can't tell their gender, but this, I believe, is Archangel Uriel or Gabriel. I think it's Archangel Gabriel, but either way, there's this archangel coming here, calling these people up from their graves. So you could have been called from a position of fragments, right? And I mean, it's so weird, Leo, that this is kind of like a ghost. So it's kind of making sense why fragment is in your reading, because it's like this may not be you. This could be certain things from your past disappearing. You see this ghostly figure, how she's out in the woods, and as she's actually, I feel like if this card were a movie, we would see her soul just kind of go this way, like up, and off of the card, if you can see that. Because she's just kind of, she's not sad or anything. She's just going, she's looking up. She's looking up, and it's almost like in a releasing way. Okay, so you're releasing fragments. That makes a lot more sense. And what I was going to say is that there's a ghostly figure here, and then there's these ghostly figures, being kind of called. So there are certain parts of you, Leo, that are being called to awaken. Parts of you that have been in fragments for a very long time. I mean, come on now. You came out with this card, so please trust your energy. Please trust the fact that your spirit guides are coming through for me today and really telling me that Leo is being very called to do something. And this could be something that happened in your past, because it's coming up as your South Node, right? And I was telling you about how important it is for you right now that you're the North Node, right? And I know you're coming down here, and it's just to tell you that Aquarius is not the only one letting go of something right now. Leo is definitely letting go and changing a lot too. And you're being called to do a certain thing, right? So that is very, very powerful, Leo. Very, very powerful. So we're going to verify letting go now. Are there any cards here? The best place around letting go. This is for Leo. Your October reading, the Leos that watch my videos. Looking for a clarifier card for the letting go North Node position of their reading. Why is this letting go card here? Alright. This card is there as well. The Wheel of Fortune card just popped out. We have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of this reading. If you can see it, looks like a horrible glare, but it's because the sun is really coming down right now. See that on the table? It's like I have to shut the blinds a little bit after your reading, but you're ruled by the sun, guys. So come on in, Leo sun. So guys, all right. These cards came out for letting go. So we have the Three of Cups here. I hope you can see. I know it's very like glarish right now, but the Three of Cups. So we're letting go of certain people in our life. This is like three people, right? This is three people coming together, partying, a celebration, but this is coming out where you're letting go. So interesting that the forbidden wine and everything like that, Leo, because some of you really may be letting go of drinking. Because these people are, oh, look, there's a pumpkin. Isn't that cool? Kind of like Halloweenish. It's so interesting that I see that. So around Halloween time, there may be something. I definitely see that little pumpkin there in the corner. So there may be some Halloween celebrations that you let go of, or, you know, obviously you're gonna have to wait to go to the 31st and go to these parties, but you may not be going out for Halloween this year. You know, you may just want to be more of an individual and fill your own cup. But you're letting go of this kind of partying, which is so interesting. I'm not sure if this applies to many of you, but that's what I see. I see you're letting go of either people who do nothing but party, and you're just like, all right, this is getting kind of old. Like when I meet you guys, all you do is put your cups, like every time I meet you, you're just like wanting to drink, wanting to drink, wanting to drink. And this is the emotional, right? This is Three of Cups. So cups is like emotion. It's water signs. Water signs have a lot to do with, well, letting go, and they have a lot to do with kind of like, I want to say addictions, kind of. Not really. Not like every water sign's addicted, but as a Pisces, I have to be very careful with escapism. Okay, because you know drugs are used, alcohol is used to kind of escape. So if you have like kind of people in your life like this that do nothing but raise their glass and kind of party, you're like letting go of that. And also this could be interpreted as a way of you're like kind of celebrating with other people who are on your same page, like who are you know, who compliment you as an individual, people who, you know, you really like, good friends, three good friends that you may have that are proud of you for letting go of what you've let go of. So, you know, it could go either way. I feel very strongly that you're letting go of the party life and that you're letting go of all the celebratory energy. You just want things to kind of slow down a little bit in the month of October. With all this energy changing, you're still the North Node. It's still very like, you know, intense for you. So either you're letting go of these party people or you're partying with people because you're letting go. And I feel like it's kind of half and half. So it depends, Leo. Interesting that we have the Three of Cups and then we have the Three of Wands. This is a fire energy. This is also kind of a, remember how I was saying you might want to be a little bit alone because you want to be more of an individual. And instead of having those three people party and fill your cup, you might want to fulfill your own cup as an individual. I see a lot of that too. Individually filling your own cup. And you know, this is someone who is alone, someone who has climbed a mountain to kind of try to go think. He's just kind of thinking about the future. He's turned his back on everyone. See, you can't see him. He's faced the other way. So Leo, you may be feeling a little bit like this. Remember fragmented, maybe, you know, just turning your back on a few people. I know Leo is always here. Like everyone always knows where Leo is. Like, oh, let's just call Leo and they'll hang out with us, they'll party with us. Well, not in the month of October. Like there's too much going on, guys, you know, like I'm thinking about my future now. I'm really thinking about where my life is headed, and maybe I've just been kind of partying too much or having too much fun, and things are getting a little bit more serious now. Things are getting a little darker now. So I'm being called to be strong in a different way. I'm being called to be who I am. I see that. I see this individuality coming up on your side right now, because you're really being called to be even more of a Leo. Like that Aries full moon on October 5th, it had a lot to do with individuality. And so maybe you're thinking about yourself and who you are as a person. We have 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands. So there's 3 there. And this is all going down in Libra season. We have justice here coming in. So I told you about these archangels. These archangels are at the bottom and the top of your reading. And, Leo are the kings and queens. So Libra season is really here to kind of balance some things out for you. See the balance scale in his hand and how he has the sword in the other hand? This is about justice. This is about fairness, balance, things being equal on both sides. And it's more so for you, Leo. I feel like this is all you. Like, it's not so much about other people, it's about you. So you really want to make sure you're coming from a balanced position, going back to that party thing. You don't want to keep doing things for other people just because they want to hang out. Like, just really honor who you are this month, in Libra season especially, and make sure you're balancing yourself. Like if you're coming from a place where you feel like you are in pieces, it's only fair for you to go to a place where you can feel celebratory and let go of these things, where you can kind of be by yourself, instead of, and that's interesting, this is all coming out at the top of your reading. So we have the 3 of Cups, which is definitely not alone. These people are celebrating, and this is very social energy. This is like hip hip hooray, which is fine. This is fine if these people are in your life to congratulate you about letting go, but just make sure you're not like around all these people, Leo. They're going to distract you. They're going to distract you and make it all about drinking and having fun. And that was an energy with a bunch of people, and this is an energy where you've turned your back. So you see the balance there, how one energy is alone. You want to balance your time alone, and if you're a Leo who feels kind of alone this month, just know that it's on your side to be an individual. Spirit is saying that it's on your side not to overwork with a bunch of people. I mean, there's a lot of self-work going on here. There's a lot of self-work, and there's a lot of financial work. You guys are very working hard, but that's, make sure you're not doing anything forbidden about that. Make sure you're not overworking, because this is about you, Leo. This is about fulfilling who you are, and it's about being balanced and everything kind of coming full circle. You may need to cut some things out of your life that aren't serving you anymore or that aren't balancing you, and that kind of came out. And this also came out for letting go. Okay, so there's something in the relationship that is changing in the month of October. I told you this is a very, very powerful month. And, I told you that the wheel of karma is changing, and you are the North Node. This is coming out in the North Node section of your reading up here at the top. So in Libra season, the wheel changed for you. You are actually on this card, Leo. You're down here. See yourself? That little lion down there, right there with Taurus, and then we got Aquarius and Scorpio at the top. This Wheel of Fortune card is about the fixed signs of destiny. And right now, we have the North and South Node in fixed signs. So things are changing for you, Leo. That's why, all this energy is on the table, because things are really changing. You are the North Node. So you want to balance that North Node out. And I see things changing with a certain partner. Do you see the lion in this picture as well? So it's kind of like spreading your wings. Interesting that this comes full circle. Spreading your wings, Leo. Spreading your wings beyond this person that you were sharing this cup with. Because for this to come out with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like a new love coming in. Or maybe love for yourself. But you want to be careful about this is why fulfillment is coming up for you. Because you're going to attract somebody with a full cup. And in order to do that, you're going to have to fill your cup first. And that's all about balance, right? That's all about fairness and balance. Your card fell off the table. Justice is off the table. But, you want someone who has a full cup as well. And then you see the little thing in the middle of those people, how it's kind of squiggling around into this kind of lion up at the top. Well, it's about intertwining two people's emotions and intertwining two things that people have. And it's definitely about balancing that. And, you may be finding yourself going through certain shifts in relationships. So that could mean breakups. It could mean, finding somebody new, certain things ending. This is all about the full moon, Leo. And, I really like that spreading the wings kind of thing, because we have you know, I mean, it's so cool because you have wings here too at the bottom, over here, on this side. Here you are over here. You have these wings here, and then you have these wings here, this lion at the top. So spread your wings when it comes to love, because I'm just hearing all this about spreading your wings, right? The butterfly wings, letting go. There's wings here in this angel. There's wings here, right? Kinda. She's an angel. I don't see any wings, sorry, but you know, she has the infinity symbol over her head. And I just feel a lot here with wings and angels. You know, we have the Libra card that fell off the table, so I can't show you right now. I gotta go get it in a minute. But the archangels are really here protecting you, okay? And don't forget this warrior here that we have over here on the table. So we're gonna verify fulfillment first. Let's get a card to verify fulfillment on the table. Okay. 8 of Wands. Very passionate, fiery energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this is a coming in quick card. Okay, you see how those arrows were kind of just shot? It's like they just kind of came out of nowhere. And they're all going in the same direction. That is so beautiful to have. And then we have the Sun card underneath that, right? So the Sun is very much coming out for you, Leo. You are ruled by the Sun. This is a Leo card energy, sunflowers, things like that. So we have this fulfillment on your side coming in very, very quick in the month of October. So it's very important to heed these kind of energies, right? What you're being judged and called to do. Some of you may be even judged and called to enter into this forbidden door. Okay, this reading is very interesting. Very, very interesting reading. And the reason why you were feeling fragmented. Every place in your life that you were feeling fragmented or in pieces before, just know Spirit is coming in very quickly to replenish you, Leo. To make you even more of who you are. These things that you're going through, they're going to make you even more of who you are. And it's just beautiful. We see the Sun card, okay? And you want to be careful about the things that could potentially take your fulfillment away, because I see in the 5 of Swords card briefly. And then we have the 2 of Wands card. So lots of fire here. You see that? How you have the 10 of Wands in the middle, and then you have the 8 of Wands, and then you have the 2 of Wands. So what I see right off the bat here is that 8 plus 2 is 10. So you kind of have a trilogy kind of going on here. So, you know, 8 plus 2 is 10. You have 10 of Wands in the middle, 8 of Wands over here by fulfillment, and then 2 of Wands right here by individuality. This card is talking about future planning. So it's like, who do you want to be in the future, Leo? Maybe that's why you're thinking about all this stuff and why you're letting go of all these energies, because you're really focused on yourself right now. This man is alone. You know, this card, the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands are very similar in this way, because they're 2 men who have climbed to the top of something, of a building, of a mountain, to get solitude. This is about holding the world in your hands. See this man, how he's holding the world passionately in his hands? Well, the world is in your hands, Leo. Whatever you want to do, whoever you want to be, you know, this is about the world. This is about you as an individual in this world, and the things that you can do, you know, that make you feel like this, that make you think about your future. So this is the question that this card wants to ask you. Are you going to do the same things that you've always done as an individual? Or are you going to do something different that actually makes you more fulfilled? You know, that card talks about this. I didn't just say fulfilled because of this card over here. This card talks about taking a risk to be more comfortable somewhere. Like, well, either you're going to stay comfortable or you're going to go outside your limits just a little bit to get something better. The world is yours, Leo. As an individual, the world is yours. And we have the King of Cups at the bottom of the card. So it's about emotions. It's very much so about emotions. Let's get a card for this warrior card. Well, we had the 6 of Cups come out. We'll put that there. Let's see something else. That's a soulmate card. Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. This is more so like warrior. So I'm not sure what this card was for, Leo, but I'm going to show you, because it's like, it's a soulmate card. It's the past and the future. So this could also be emotional because this is coming out for the warrior. So, you may be a warrior in love. You are ruled by the heart. You are a Leo, so this card is here. But this is more so like a warrior. These are two people who are really fighting right now. And not fighting together, but this is you, your energy, and what you're battling for. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords and the Warrior, two really badass cards to come out. This does talk about charging forward. This is a very air energy. So you could be charging forward in conversation. Just be careful to think about your consequences, right? Because the Knight of Swords doesn't have time to think about his consequences. He kind of just charges forward, on God, like he's just ready to fight, and he doesn't care about what the risk is. And this is a good energy sometimes. Sometimes we actually need to charge forward without thinking of the consequences. But Leo, I'm here to tell you that you just, you are the warrior and you are fighting, but you just want to be careful of the consequences. And then here's another fighting energy. Okay? This is the Seven of Wands. And this is about being on top. This is the North Node kind of energy. This is the fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. It's passionately fighting, right? We have fire and air right here. The war between fire and air, and I don't even think there is a war, but, Aquarius is an air sign. Fire is Leo. Aquarius is the South Node. Leo is the North Node. So right now in our universe, fire and air are opposites. So it's not about fighting. It's about these energies doing different things. The fire energy is just trying to stay on top of his emotions. You see the water down here? He's trying to just stay balanced and stay stable. And you're the warrior that can do that. Just make sure you know that there's lots of people underneath you. All these wands here, they're held on to people. People are under there trying to knock you off of your throne, Leo. And just be careful not to allow that to happen, because it's bringing me back to this energy. How you're the throne right now. This is the king that came out for you, the King of Pentacles. So you're all the kings, but you're the king of the money right now, the king of value. And I don't want you to be carrying more than what you can handle right now, in a time where you're just thinking about the future, thinking about what things are gonna be. But and these three all came out together. This card came out first, so this is the past and the future. So there could be a lot of fighting about the past and the future. You just trying to stay balanced with your past and the future. Maybe not try to be fragmented in your past, and you want to let go. So this is, kind of a fragmented, let go kind of energy. Just stand your ground, Leo. You're the warrior. You're strong enough to do it. Charge in if you have to, especially with communication. And there is this new love. I'm not sure exactly why this past and future card wanted to come out for you, but there could be someone coming back from the past. This could be a soulmate that you're going to fight for, that you're going to be a warrior for. Just try not to rush in. A warrior is very rushing. This knight, he's rushing in. And just be careful, because there's a lot of fast energies right now in October. And October is going to come and go. But there's a lot of fast energies. But I'm happy to say and to see that these fast energies are all going to, bring you fulfillment. So that's really, really beautiful, Leo. And at the bottom of your deck, we have the Ten of Cups. And underneath that was the Ten of Swords. So there's a lot of completions going on with you, Leo. We have a 10 card here, which is happy home environment. And then underneath that, we have the Ten of Swords, which is completed pain. So if you are a Leo who's been feeling fragmented and kind of down and out, see how this man is in so much pain, he's basically dead. Well, I don't see it as that, Leo. I see this as 2 10 cards. In October 10th, we do have a very, very important thing happening, which is Jupiter moving in. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is October 10th. And it'll be 10-10, the 10th month, the 10th day. And that, it means completion in spirit. So just know that underneath all these energies, there's a real completion happening with the home life and the family life. 10 of Cups is beautiful, and it came out first. And behind that was the 10 of Swords. So there's just some pain that's going to finally end, and there's going to be a fulfilled. This is very fulfilling. This is very fulfilling energies to come out together. Right? Your cups are going to be filled. I see a lot of cup energy, but I just see you being careful not to fill other people's cups. This is about you, Leo. This energy is about you. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords underneath that. So these are very interesting cards to come out. Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. That's all the energies right there. So you do have, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords is just really awesome. I see you having a lot of power this month, Leo, and I want you to use that power. And we have the Three of Pentacles underneath that. So a lot of contracts, you're trying to follow the plan. That could be that North Node happening for you. Anything like that. But I see a lot going on here, Leo. For the most part, I just see you letting go of certain... This reading got kind of messy, but this is what's coming out. And, I see you coming from a place, you're coming from a little bit of a sad place, but that is in the past. You're going to let that go. You're going to, aim more towards things that make you individually full and feeling fulfilled, and that's coming in very quickly. Don't forget that. Don't forget that there's a lot of tens here on the table for you too, because we have the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and then 2. So 8 plus 10 is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. And then we have the 2 10 cards here. So there's a lot of completions here. No wonder, the Wheel of Fortune card is up there. And then these, I would say, are the 2 most important cards. I felt a very strange energy when these came out. The Leo card and the Judgment card. So, you're on your karmic path, Leo. You're being led to do certain things. You're being drawn to complete certain things. And no wonder you're letting go, right? There is a strong need to let go this month. And remember all the wings that we saw. You're going to have to let go some of the baggage in order to fly, kind of like a hot air balloon. How the hot air balloon can't really fly when there's stuff weighing it down, right? And what's weighing you down could be all these people. I see a lot of people here when really you just want to plan for your future. So just stay focused, Leo, and stay, strong. Make sure your values, your individual values are being fulfilled here, okay? All right, Leo, that was your October reading for October. If you have any questions, I'd love to talk to you guys more about this reading here. I really hope it was relatable. You guys are going through a lot, obviously, but just don't forget the beauty in it all. Don't forget spirituality. And you just got to be loyal. You have to be loyal to your calling, loyal to yourself. Be loyal to the things that you have to let go of, and don't let people beat you up about changing, because you are changing, Leo. Like, there's so many completions here. And come on now, the Judgment card and the Strength card, there's just certain things that you're doing with the angels right now that not everybody's going to understand, which is why it's about filling your cup by yourself when you have to, because you have more than enough energy here from spirit. You're more than strong enough to deal with all this, and you're in a very, very special spot here in October. And I wish you guys a beautiful month. There's a lot going on, but it's beautiful. These things are beautiful. So I wish you all the beauty. And I hope you guys have an awesome October. Not sure, Halloween. I'm not sure what you guys are doing for Halloween, but it's one of my favorite holidays. You had that little pumpkin in your reading, so there may be some parties there for Halloween. And, it may teach you guys something. I see that very strongly. This alcohol and Halloween and celebrating around certain people. We'll see what that comes out as, Leo. But okay, guys, I will talk to you again in November. Have a good time.